Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the Seiko Tuna. This model in particular is the SBBN039, the limited edition PADI Professional. So the full name for this is Seiko Prospex Marine Master PADI Professional 300 meter. Now, before we get into the watch, let's take a quick look at the box. It's a little more of a special box than the standard Seiko box. It has on the inside lid here, Seiko Prospex PADI. Nice little watch cushion here. And some of the hang tags that this one came with. It does have DiaShield, which is a scratch resistant coating. Little PADI scuba tank. And here's the hang tag here. You can see the model number and the MSRP, 125,000 yen, which is about 1,200 US dollars. Let's set this off to the side and take a closer look at the watch. So this is made in Japan. It has the kanji date there and the date. So as you can obviously tell, it is a quartz movement. This has the 7C46 quartz movement. The watch is anti-magnetic. So the PADI version, you get these blued screws on the side, the blue bezel, the blue crown, and of course it says PADI on the dial here, and it has the red minute hand, just like all PADI Seiko watches. I have another PADI watch here, my PADI mini turtle, which I haven't reviewed yet, but you can see that has the red minute hand as well. This is automatic, that's why it's not moving. So anyway, let's get that off to the side. I've always wanted a tuna, and this one came up for sale used, and I picked it up. I bought it because it was a special edition, but I really haven't even worn this watch. I had it on a different strap, wore it maybe once or twice, but I really don't want to wear this watch because I'm afraid of scratching it. So anyway, back into the watch review. Let's go over. I said it was a limited edition. This is limited to 700 pieces. This is number 616. You can see it on the back of the watch here, right there. Stainless steel, Seiko, limited edition. Somewhere it should say that this is, yeah, right there, a gas diver, which I don't believe the new ones will say that anymore. ISO, or I think it's ISO, the rating system that you rate this to 300 meter, they changed the nomenclature, so it's not going to say gas diver or air diver on it anymore. It's just going to say 200 or 300 meter. I think it's ISO rated. So let's line this back up and take a look at the case back again. Not sure what these numbers along here are for. And it has the famous Japanese or Japan wave on there, Seiko wave, based off a famous painting 100, maybe even 200 years ago. So here it is on the back of my SKX 009. Since I have this out, let's take a look at the size. 4 o'clock crown is all that these really have in common. So that's my SKX 009. Have my turtle here. This is 44 millimeter. The SKX is 42. And this guy here is 47.7 diameter. That's to the metal outer ring here, the shroud. And lug to lug on this is shorter than the diameter. Lug to lug is 44.3. So here's a view from the top. You would think this is larger, but it's not. It's kind of a optical illusion. It's really not something you're used to. Normally the lug to lug is larger than the case diameter of a watch. So again, 47.7, 44.3 in this dimension here. And the thickness on this is quite thick, but proportionally it doesn't look too bad because it's a larger watch. Thickness on this is 15.3 and lug width is 22. So let me show you the thickness of this one compared to the turtle. This turtle, I believe, is 14 millimeter thick. So you can see that this is a little thicker than that. This has a hard Lux crystal, which would be one of the negatives to this watch for me. I'd much rather have a sapphire crystal, but this is a double domed hard Lux crystal. It's got quite a bit of a dome to it. You can see the distortion there. The lume on this watch is quite good. We'll look at that in a moment. We'll say this is among the best watches I have for lume. Crown size on this is 6.8 millimeter. Nice blue crown. I've seen other models or other versions of this one for sale, and the bluing seems to have rubbed off on the screws and the crown. So another reason why I don't want to wear it. So let's get this on wrist, and then we'll move on to the lume shot. This is a nicer silicone strap, but it is still just stamped metal. I do like having this watch. It's made in Japan and it has the kanji date. I don't know if I have any other watches with the kanji date. I think this is the only one that I have. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. Like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of this watch. I know they have a new version of the Tuna out now. So the 47.7 case diameter, it doesn't really look all that big to me. To me, the more important measure is the lug to lug. And again, this is 44.3, so it's really smaller than most any other watches that I have, or not much larger. It compares to a 38 millimeter dress watch that I have, or even my SKX 013 that I have here. Same lug to lug measurement, but this case diameter is 38. So let's zoom out for a bit different perspective. Pile of watches in the background here. I'm really tempted to get another one, maybe one that's a little more beat up, and sell this one so I'm not so afraid to wear it. I know it does have the dia shield, but that's not totally scratch proof, just scratch resistant. So curious to know your thoughts on this watch in the comment section. Also, the battery change on this is not so easy. You have this rated to 300 meter. All right, let's zoom right in on the dial and then we'll get to the lume. Dial is neat. It has a subset ring in the middle there. You can see it right there if I catch the light just right. And then it jumps down to the kanji date. And you can see the bevel going right through the date there. Let's zoom in a little bit more, see if we can catch that better. There we go. I would like these Seiko Prospex watches a lot better if they didn't have that symbol right below the Seiko there. It's a P and an S on an angle. Kind of looks like an X. Let's take a look at the kanji date. Is a dual date window. Let's see, what way do I need to turn this? Okay, there we go. I'm changing the date. Now let's change the day. I unfortunately don't know any Japanese. Never noticed that EJ on there before. It means English, Japanese maybe. Okay, so that must be Sunday. All right, let's check out the loom. All right, so on the left we have my Seiko SKX 171. In the middle, the SBBN039 Tuna. And on the right, my SRPC91 Seiko Turtle Save the Ocean Edition. So the brightest is the Tuna, of course, the watch in the middle. And then the Turtle on the right is a little less bright. And then the SKX 171 is the least bright. But the loom on all of these are very good. The Tuna, of course, far outshines the other two. But it is a much more expensive watch. I think the SKX 171, if you can find them nowadays, maybe $300. The Turtle, about the same. And this particular Tuna was about $1,200 new. So thanks again for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Leave a comment below.